birthday. Guys, I am really excited. This cake I'm making today is one that you guys chose. It won by a landslide. Just about everybody wanted me to make the carousel cake, so I'm really excited about it. So let me tell you guys off the bat, first, I'm on a time crunch. I'm probably good 20 minutes till I need to be done. So I have to make this in 20 minutes. I've been working on it a little bit ahead of time, so I think I can do it. Also, I will say this one is a huge challenge for me. So I'm not going to act like I'm like some super experienced person when it comes to this kind of cake. This one is a little bit tricky. It takes time. So I'm just coming off the bat to say, if you guys see this or that, it might look like, I don't know, but it'll be okay. It's just sometimes some things take longer than 20 minutes to do. So, and I'm also going to make it a little bit different. I wanted to kind of create my own spin on it, so it's not exactly like every single photo, but kind of the same kind of feel. So I still went with the blue. I'm going to add some other designs to it, but I'm going to get started because I have to make magic happen here. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to start here with my handy dandy Ziploc bag. And I'm going to grab some tips. I kind of wanted to go with a tip that's a little bit smaller. That's an open star, because I just wanted to be able to kind of do a lot of designs with this color. Okay, so also I'm going to grab some icing here. I'm going to get some icing. I'm going to make a pretty blue. This is going to be for our ruffles along the side, and it's going to be for a lot of the cake design that we're going to work on, just like the borders and stuff here today. So, adding a little bit of some royal blue, just a little bit here, just a little bit of some royal blue coloring. Hope you guys are doing okay. If you're just joining in, I've got 20 minutes. I gotta make this cake. I have a cake delivery, and I'm trying to make a cake that should take me a lot longer. We'll see. Like I said, I like a challenge. Okay, so I'm gonna start here at the bottom, and I'm just gonna make some nice little swirls along the base of this cake here. I already decorated an 8-inch cake, and I'm just making some nice little ruffles there. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just go ahead and grab this piece that I've been working on. It is covered in fondant, this top portion. I would say there is foam here underneath it. It is not very smooth. I'm not worried about that because I'm going to add a lot of coloring on it. This is just the top piece, okay? This is the base. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle this in. Now you might ask, what is this made out of? Like I said, this is foam. There is a little bit of Rice Krispie treat, but don't eat this, okay? If you win, do not eat this part. And then this here is some more foam. So it's like a foam cylinder here that we're working with. Like I said, this here is just the base, so we're going to be adding some design to it. And so you're going to see it's not going to look like this when we're done, but underneath I had to add some extra holes so that we could put our horses underneath here and they would be stable. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through with the same kind of design that I did at the base. And I'm going to do that again here. So like I said, it's all going to be covered up, so I'm not worried about there being lumps. They're all going to be covered up with icing. This is just so that we can get this going. Okay, and so on the top here, I'm going to add some nice, pretty piping. This is just going to be where we're going to get our design from. It's like heavy piping here on the top. Okay. And over here. Hope you guys are really enjoying your Tuesday. All right. I know I am. I know I am. This is fun. This is fun for me, okay? We're enjoying it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more icing on the base of the cylinder here to just kind of lock in and that design so that nobody really sees the seam. The same kind of swirl around. And then I'm going to do the same thing along the edge here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just trying to cover all of the seams, all of the edges here. Just trying to make sure that it's just covered. That's what we want. Okay. So now we're going to start adding some design. Now I have a front. This is the front of my cake here. I think, let's see. I think this is a good front. So I just added a dollop of icing here. And what I'm doing is I made a fondant piece that has some gold in it. And I'm just kind of attaching that to the front. You see that there? So I also have some other pieces here on the side. I'm going to do the same thing. Just make sure that there is a little bit of some buttercream on this side. And I'm just going to attach it here all around. So it's going to be the same kind of concept. We just have those nice, pretty gold pieces that are just going to be a nice, just kind of embellishment here, if you will, to this side of the cake. And this way it looks super awesome and wonderful. Okay. Like, I think making a carousel cake is cool. Carousel cake is cool. But, like, I think it's even, like, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch somebody make one, yeah. But it's even more interesting when the person has to do it in, like, 10 minutes. So, I'm just saying, God's got to help me with this one. All right. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, I think, because I see this is the front, I'll probably add maybe 2 more pieces back here, just so it's a little more full. And then I want to start adding, I think I'm going to start adding some pink embellishments as well. But what I want to do for this here is I want to just go ahead and I want to make sure that it's stationary and doesn't go. I have a rod all the way through it, so that is really important. You definitely want to make sure that you your piece is stationary. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another bit of some buttercream, add another embellishment here. I'm just doing some pipe work. Guys, I love pipe work. I love the whole vintage look of pipe work. That design, it makes everything look so neat and cool. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of some embellishments here. And some more pipe work here along the base. Like I said, like you're not going to see very much of the actual base here. All right, so I'm just keeping an eye on that because I want to make sure that I don't have any trouble here with the actual piece in the center here. It looks like it's pretty stable, but this is something that you would want to put in the fridge for a little bit. This is not something that you want to just do what I'm doing. You want to make sure you have time to get it in the fridge so that it can set and make something so beautiful. And here I'm just adding more pipe work just to kind of cover it up. I don't want to do too much, you guys, because it can make it heavy, and you don't want this to get too heavy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start adding a little bit of some pink. Okay, just a little bit. I'm going to make some pink swirls also. So instead of the flowers, I kind of went with the swirls today, you guys. I also could do some ruffles. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of some ruffles, so we'll see. I think I'm going to get I am so indecisive today. There's so many options. I am loving this whole vintage scroll on this carousel cake. Okay, I'm going to grab me a little bit of icing. Be right back. Just coming over here, and you can hear me still, but I'm just in my icing tub. And I'm grabbing some icing to be able to put in on this cake. All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of some pink here to my bag. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're kind of going for like, baby blue, baby pink colors. And we're just trying to get a nice pink, soft pink, I guess is what you could say. A little bit more color. I'm trying not to make it a pale pink. There is a difference. Pale pink is hardly pink, but a baby pink is enough of a pink you could see it. And that's kind of what I designed my horses to look like too, that same kind of baby pink here. Yeah, so definitely, guys, if you're going to get a cake like this, make sure you get this bad boy in the fridge. Make sure that it is really, really cold. I'm just making some ruffles around the side. Like I said, this is different from the flower design that was there. I kind of did my own kind of design here. I really enjoy the vintage piping. So that's kind of what I'm going with here. And then also, I think I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to do another star tip here. And I'm just going to add some, maybe that pale pink I was talking about. I think I'm going to add pale pink embellishments with this smaller open star tip. I kind of want to, I'm being pretty picky because I want to make sure that it is something that's not too heavy, because you really want to watch it. You don't want to make it too heavy for that top piece, okay? All right. I'm just adding this here, and then I'm going to put some white with it so that it's a little bit more of like a pale color. Right. And then I think for the very top, I'm just going to put a nice little swirl there. And along the bottom here, what I'll do is I'm going to add some nice little accents here. And I'm just kind of covering up the middle piece there just to make it look like it's nice and full. And then on the bottom, I'm just going to add those nice pink little designs there. Oh man, it's coming. Look at that. Let me check my time. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. All right. Let me finish this up here. All I've got to do now is add the horses. So this part. Let's talk about this part for a second. Okay. You've got, here are my horses. And I have to be able to wedge these guys up into the top here. And this is the part that I was most concerned about because I knew it was going to take some finesse. And I don't have that much finesse. So I'm going to try. Let's try over here. I think, you know what? I might have to cut these guys down a little bit. Just there. Just got to make sure it gets into the top and the bottom as well. So I'm trying to kind of measure. And these, what I have here, these are just those nice straws that are like the paper straws. Okay, I got one. Woo! Thank you, Lord. I got one. But let me tell you what, it kind of made a little bit of a mess, but I'm going to fix that. Made a mess on the way. So I'm going to try to wedge this other one in. There's 1, 2, 3. Let's try this over here. We're going to make this a little bit shorter. How's the other one I cut? That might make it easier. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to try to measure that in there. I'm eyeballing it. Guys, you should use a ruler. You should be exact with your measurements, okay? Don't follow me. Okay, I got another one in. Woo! Okay, so we got 2. Talk about stress. Like, you know, you make a bunch of mistakes in front of everybody. I know y'all give me grace, but it's not. I might make it look easier than it actually is. Okay, we got another one here. This is my last horse. And the horses are made, like I said, they're made from fondant. They have to harden. I did not exactly do that like I should have. Truth be told, should have been done. Whoops. Should have been done the day before, but I actually waited and did it today. So if you find yourself in that situation where you are pressed for time, you need your fondant to dry, what you can do is you can put your fondant in the oven at the lowest temperature, and for 10 minutes you can put your piece of fondant in there, and it will harden up. What I'm trying to fix is a tail that wanted to break. So I'm just trying to fix that. And I'm also looking because I'm trying to make sure that my pieces are pretty even. And then I want to fix just a couple things here real quick before I go. I'm just going to add some nice little pretty ruffles just to kind of cover my mistakes. And the wonderful thing about cake decorating is as soon as you cover it with icing, nobody knows. I just lost another tail. These tails, they're so intricate and small. I can show you up close, but this one is also, this little horse has been kind of, I tried to fix him already, but the tails want to fall off because it's just so, they are just so small and so very delicate. So you just got to be careful. Woo! I don't know, I'll work on them later. Oh, I'm gonna go in there. So many nails, like all the other tails are intact. I do have an extra horse if I have to put him in, but I think I'll be good to go. Guys, I normally would pick it up and bring it closer, but this guy is gonna stay put. I've got to get it in the fridge because it is so warm outside. It's not too warm in where I am now, but I'm telling you, this is very delicate. You have to be very, very careful. But it looks like a carousel. Good job, guys. That was an awesome choice on your end. Of course, I love the floating princess cake too. That looked really cool, but this one was so awesome. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to be in the drawing to win this cake, all you have to do is like and share this video. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.